Well, today was the first full day on the job for the first American pontiff, Pope Leo XIV. He presided over the first Mass of his papacy earlier today, opening his homily in English before switching to Italian.
As we celebrate this morning, I invite you to recognize the marvels that the Lord has done, the blessings that the Lord continues to pour out upon all of us.
Born Robert Francis Prevost, he earned his bachelor's degree in mathematics from Villanova University in Pennsylvania and later a diploma in theology from the Catholic Theological Union of Chicago. He studied canon law in Rome before teaching and eventually becoming a bishop in Peru, where he is a naturalized citizen.
Well, not only is Pope Leo XIV the first pope from the United States, but he also has direct ties to West Michigan. Born in Chicago, the Pope then attended a Catholic high school in the Holland area called St. Augustine Catholic Seminary back in the 1970s. Now it's known as the Felt Estate again. News Channel 3's Mackenzie Decker spoke to a director of the estate, learning more about how West Michigan played a critical role in shaping the newest leader of the global Catholic Church.
The director of the estate says they actually had no idea of the potential of the new pope attending school right here in West Michigan, and says it's been a complete whirlwind since finding out. But she believes this place could have had a huge impact on the pope and the way he leads today. What now stands as a popular place for weddings and historical tours once stood as a seminary school for Pope Leo XIV.
Has been a really interesting dive into a piece of the history of the Felt that isn't frequently put on the forefront.
Pope Leo attended St. Augustine Seminary High School back in the 1970s. Executive director with the estate, Elizabeth McEwen, says at the time students spent their days working on the farm, taking that produce to sell at the market as a way to help sustain the school financially. Of course, this was along with their time spent on academic studies and in prayer, while exploring the beauty of West Michigan.
Some of the students that we've talked with really loved the environment of the West Michigan lakeshore. The dunes, the forests that we now know as Saugatuck Dunes State Park are just an amazing place to hike and explore.
While speaking to other students of the time, McEwen says many of them remember feelings of tension surrounding the Catholic presence during a time of heavy Dutch reform. It's those moments of feeling like an outsider McEwen believes may have influenced the way the Pope leads and thinks today.
I imagine that probably helps him in his calls for unity and in his inclusiveness. Those are really great facets of his leadership that might be able to be directly traced back to his time and what he experienced here.
Following Pope Leo's election, McEwen says it's been an outpouring of excitement. Speaking to a past student just yesterday, McEwen says she could hear tons of people in the background celebrating the news of the first United States Pope.
You know, we are so excited to hear all the stories that are coming back to us from former students and to see how we can leverage this into creating more community in the way that I think Pope Leo would have enjoyed.
Now, traditionally, the estate doesn't spend a whole lot of time diving into the history of the seminary, but that's all about to change. McEwen says she's excited to learn more and welcome more people into their hidden gem. In Holland, Mackenzie Decker, News Channel 3.